What's up, guys? It's Ray here with Knight Solutions Corporation Canada, here to talk to you today about helmet setups. One of the questions we get a lot is how to set up a helmet, what to put on it. And today we're going to go over my own personal setup and why I set it up certain ways, and hopefully give you guys some creative inspiration for how you set up your own helmets. Let's get into it. So we're going to work our way from the front to the back of the helmet. This isn't a night vision video, but obviously I've got nods on here. I've got it mounted on a Wilcox G24 mount. As you can see, this mount has been through it. It is well worn, well used, and it's still going. There's other great mounts on the market. I'm so familiar and so used to this one that I don't see myself going away from it anytime soon. Next thing I have on here is these bungee retentions. The usual ones that come on here just have little hooks on them, and over time those bungees wear out. So what I did is, once those bungees on mine had worn out, I replaced them with these 40T tethers, which have a positive clip on them, so you can actually lock them onto the night vision device and have positive retention. Next thing that I have on here is an OPScore helmet cover. I've pretty much run a cover on this helmet since I got it. It's just a nice way of protecting the helmet from bumps and scrapes and dings, as well as from UV damage from the sun. Like I said, I've had this helmet a long time. This particular cover is new, but I had a cover on here previously as well. It also gives it a multicam pattern on it, which, for those of you who like concealment, nothing wrong with having a camouflage pattern over the standard urban tan that OPScore makes their helmets in. On the top here, I have a Unity Tactical Spark. This one is in red. Turn it on here just briefly. A couple brightness modes, flashing, off, very simple. For those of you who airsoft, these are useful for kill lights. For those of you who spend time on the range shooting, these are an excellent safety marker light. If you're downrange on an action range or anything like that doing shooting drills, having this light on here so people with and without night vision can immediately see you downrange. It's a huge thing for safety. It's a great way to do it. Further back, I have an S&S Precision Mantis Strobe. This is an IR and white configuration, but they offer a variety of different configurations. Excellent device, has haptic feedback, so when you turn it on, it vibrates so you know it's on. There's no accidental activation of it. And I have this tethered with some Kevlar shoelace to the helmet back here, so that if it does get caught on a branch or something else as I'm working, this is not going to get ripped off and lost in the woods. I know several guys who have had that happen to them. A little bit of extra retention on there, not a bad thing in my opinion. As we work to the back of the helmet, this here is a custom sewn pouch, I believe by Persec Gear, who's here in Toronto. And across the back, I have shock cord that I've anchored into two little holes here on either side of the rail, with a little notch that I dremeled out for that shock cord to run through. The shock cord serves two purposes. One, again, retention. That pouch is held on with that shock cord. And two, for cables and stuff that I want to just tuck out of the way, particularly like a down lead off a set of Peltors or something like that, I can literally just tuck that under there very quickly. It's not hard to find in the dark, and I can get it out of the way and keep that cable from just swinging around. And all the way at the back, we have a TNVC Mohawk, or what's left of it. I have cut most of the Mohawk off of this, and it is literally just a counterweight pouch now. The loops on the bottom that come with Velcro one wrap are gone, and the entire upper portion of it gone as well. For those of you who have them, they're great. I personally didn't like the amount of height that it added to all these pouches, and how easy it was for these accessories to get caught when they were sitting on that Mohawk. I just wasn't a fan of it. What I've done here is I've taken those two tabs on either side of the Mohawk, because I have a fairly small head and a fairly small helmet size, is I've actually tucked those tabs underneath the rail on either side to help pull that pouch tight and close to the helmet. And then on top of that, for further retention, I've got two of our Counterweight keeper straps. These are just laser cut one wrap, and those are over top of that pouch to hold it extra flat, extra tight to the back of the helmet, so there's nothing that can get caught on, snagged, pull off, anything like that. Inside this pouch here, I keep usually a bug net. Thank you to Spirit Systems for that one, and a couple of extra batteries, and usually some soft foam earplugs just in case myself or someone else needs a little bit of extra ear pro for whatever we're doing. They weigh nothing, they take up no space, and I just keep them in there because it's an easy access spot. This cable along the side here is for an LPMR recorder, but I'll also sometimes, if I were to run a battery pack in this location right here, then that battery pack cable would run through this cable routing as well. Finally, on this side of the helmet, I have a Princeton Tech switch rail. Princeton Tech lights are awesome. A lot of guys have the little ones with the gooseneck. They're great, but I like simple, and this is about as simple a setup as I could get, while still being small, light, compact, and this is just a white and IR task light that I have on the side of my helmet here. On the inside of the helmet, I have a OPScore Lux liner with the worm dial. I'm a big fan of the worm dial over the OC dial. I find it's more comfortable when I'm proned out or trying to look up. I find it just doesn't dig into the back of my neck the same way. It's low profile and it's got really nice positive retention on it. And finally inside, I have the 4D Tactical Lux liner pads. Been extremely happy with them. They do get a little firm in cold weather, but once your head heats them up, they're extremely comfortable. They've pretty much done away with all the hot spots and stuff that I had from the stock OPScore pads, and I've been very happy with their performance. Hope some of that information was helpful to you guys. Like I said, this is a way, it's not the way of doing it, but this is what works for me, and how I've dialed my helmet in over the last few years to get it to a place that I'm really happy with. We're hoping to do a lot more of these, including bring in some guests to talk about their setups, so stay tuned for that. Most of these products on here are live on our website right now, so you can check them out. And don't be afraid to cut up your kit and modify it to make it suit your needs. Be good.